Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this crocheted hat right here. It's got some nice detailing on here and it looks really cool whenever you're all done with it. So if you want to see how to create your very own crocheted beanie, just keep watching. So this crocheted hat is worked from the bottom to the top. So we'll start with the brim and we'll work our way all the way to the top, and then we'll close it up. And you can add your favorite kind of pom-pom, or you can leave it as is. To create this hat, what you'll need is a size 6 bulky, super bulky yarn. This is Lion Brand Thick and Quick. I've used it and frogged a project with it, so I'm going to use it for this project today. It's this really nice blue color. You'll need a 10mm crochet hook, some scissors, and a tapestry needle for finishing the top of your hat. So let's go ahead and get started. So as I said, we're going to be starting with the brim of our hat. So you'll take your yarn, create a slip knot, and you will start by chaining 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be the thickness of your brim. If you want something that's a little bit thinner, you can do less chains. If you want a thicker brim, you can even do more chains. But for this project, I'm just going to do 6 chains. I'm going to yarn over, and in the second loop from my hook, I'm going to place 1 half double crochet. And then I'm going to place a half double crochet in each chain remaining. Alright, so I have 5 half double crochets made. I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. I'm going to yarn over, and in this first stitch right here, I'm going to place a half double crochet in the back loop only. So I'm going to stick my hook into the back loop and half double crochet. I'm going to repeat this process all the way across the first row. So I'm placing 1 half double crochet in the back loop of each stitch. So I'm at the end of this row and I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. I'm going to repeat row 2 until I have 24 rows of half double crochets. Just remember to place your stitches in the back loop only so you get a nice ribbing effect, like you'll see here how it has like the ridges. That's because I'm placing them in the back loop of my half double crochets. So once I finish up the brim, I will come back and I'll show you the next step. Alright, so I finished the brim here. This is 24 rows long of half double crochet into the back loop. You can choose to do more rows or less rows depending on who you want this hat to fit. The great thing about this pattern is that you don't have to do it in certain multiples. So all you have to do is simply wrap this around whoever's head you're making it for and see if it fits. You want it to fit nice and snugly around their head. So if you're making it for a child, you can make it smaller, or you can always make it bigger if you know somebody that has a larger head. This is made for like a woman's size head. So 24 rows. Now what we're going to do is we're going to join the brim together. That way we can form a circle and a hat. So you'll line up your 2 edges together, chain 1. You'll stick your needle through your first stitch, and then you'll stick your needle through your first chain. Pull up a loop and single crochet. So you're going to single crochet your 2 sides together. Alright, so I single crocheted my 2 sides together, and as you can see, it blends pretty well in with the single crochet as far as the ribbing goes. Now what we're going to do is work on the body of the hat. I'm going to take my loose tail, and I'm actually going to just hold it onto my work so I can crochet into place so I don't have to weave it in. So chain 1. And now you're going to work 36 single crochets around the brim evenly. So I'm going to place my first one right in this first stitch. I'm going to place my second single crochet into this spot right here. My third single crochet is going to go right under this loop right here. And my fourth single crochet is going to go into this spot right here. Now I'm just going to continue to place my stitches into those points. You can place your stitches wherever you would like to. Just single crochet evenly around your brim for 36 times. If you're making a smaller hat, you'll want to adjust that so you have an even amount of stitches around so it still fits the head. I'm going to go ahead and finish up single crocheting around the brim of the hat, and I will come back to you whenever I have 36 single crochets. Alright, so I'm back at the beginning. I have 36 single crochets around. Again, if you're adjusting the size of your hat, place as many around as you think you need so it fits on the head snugly. There's no certain multiple that you need in order to do this pattern. Now you're going to join your single crochets with a slip stitch. So place your hook into your first single crochet and slip stitch that together so you completed your first round. And now we're going to continue working our pattern. So you're going to chain one, you're going to half double crochet into your first stitch and half double crochet into every single crochet around. Alright, so I've half double crocheted in every single stitch around, and now I'm going to slip stitch to the first stitch. This will close up that round and allow us to continue on to the next round. So for the next round, you'll chain one, and you're going to half double crochet into the very back loop of your previous row. So if you look here, you have these V's. But if you turn your work just a little bit more, you'll notice that there's like another little stitch here. So here's your stitch that you would typically see, and then with the half double crochet, you get an extra stitch here. I'm going to call that the back loop on this. So you're going to want to half double crochet into that very back loop. So you'll slightly turn your work like this, and you will half double crochet into that back loop. So you'll see you have two loops here, and you'll slightly turn your work and you'll half double crochet into that back one. So if you turn your work, you'll half double crochet into the back loop. The more you work, the more easy it will be to work into that back loop because it'll already push your stitches forward and you'll easily just be able to slide your hook right on in. But doing this gives you this nice braided look. So if you can see on the finished hat over here, these are the ridges that you're creating right now. So just continue to place a half double crochet in every back loop around your piece, and I will come back to you whenever I've completed this round and I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm back to the beginning of my row, and as you can see, I have this really nice braided effect here. That's made by working your stitches into the back loop of your half double crochets. And now we're going to join to our row with a slip stitch. And our next row is worked exactly like the one that we just did. So you'll chain one and half double crochet into that back loop. So you'll slightly turn your work, avoiding these two stitches and working into this third back stitch here. This is going to create another row of that braided here. So as you can see on this hat, it's working up already, you can see. So go ahead and work half double crochets into the back loop all the way around, and I'll come back whenever I'm finished. All right, so I just finished my next round, and I'm going to slip stitch my stitches together. And now you can see that you have the two ridges together like that. And you'll chain one again, and you'll half double crochet, but this time you're going to place your half double crochets through both of your loops here. So this half double crochet is going through both of your normal loops. These are the ones that you would normally crochet through if you were just doing like a simple piece. So you'll place your half double crochets through both loops for this entire round. You'll want to do it all the way around, and as you can see here, you're not getting that ridge. You'll know you're placing your stitches in the right place if you don't get a ridge here. You just want it to look normal. So I'll show you one more time. You'll place your next half double crochet through both loops here, just like that. Alright, so I finished that round of half double crochets. As you can see, there's no ridge, it's just flat. So that creates your valleys here. Now the rest of the pattern is simply a repeat of what you just did. So you'll slip stitch this part together, chain 1, and now you're going to work 2 more rows of ridges. So you are going to half double crochet into the back loop of your first stitch and each stitch around. So you'll work this row of ridges, another row of ridges, and then just a regular row, and then you'll repeat that 1 more time. You do want to end on a ridge row, so as you can see here, I have 2 ridges, and then I will show you how to finish your hat off. So once I have 3 total sets of ridges, I will come back to you and show you how to finish your hat. I've worked the rest of my pattern. As you can see, I just ended on a ridge row here, so I'm going to go ahead and join my work with a slip stitch. And now we're going to work on closing the hat because it's long enough. So I'm going to do a half double crochet 2 together all the way around. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, yarn over, insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull through all stitches. This is how I like to do my half double crochet 2 together. If you have another method of doing so, you can do that. But I'm just going to continue that all the way around for this final row. So I'm going to yarn over, insert into my next stitch, yarn over, pull through a stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, yarn over, insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull through all stitches. So I'm going to complete this all the way around, and once I have finished that, I'll come back and I'll show you how to finish off the top of your hat. Alright, so I finished my last decrease, and now I'm going to slip stitch my stitches together, like so. So as you can see, the hole got much smaller on the top. We decreased by half because we half double crocheted 2 stitches together all the way around. We did that in the regular stitches, so as you can see, it's flat here, there are no ridges. So what you're going to want to do now is take your scissors and cut a long tail. You can just pull your hook through, pull it tight there, and now I'm going to take my tapestry needle and thread my tail, and we're going to close this hat up. So to do that, I like to just weave in my needle in between every other stitch, working in and out. You can do it however you like. You can go every stitch if you want. I just weave it in and out of every other stitch. And continue that until you've reached the beginning again. So basically by doing this, you are creating a drawstring. You can just pull your tail tight and it'll close your hat right on up. So I'm back at the beginning here, and as you can see, if you just pull on your tail, it closes the top of your hat up. This is how I do my knitted hats as well. I thread it through my remaining stitches and I pull it tight. So now I'm going to close up any hole that may be remaining. So I'm going to take my needle and stick it through across to the other side. Pull it through the hat. And just like so. And then I'm going to make an X. So I just went in this direction, so now I'm going to go in this direction. I'm going to stick my needle back through here, pull tightly, and stick it through to the other side here. And then I'm going to turn my hat inside out so I can tie it securely into place. So to do that, I just like to go across to the opposite side and thread it through the loop here. Pull it nice and securely, and then I'm going to go the opposite direction with that. Just like so. Stick it through the loop and pull tight, and I'm going to do that a few more times just to be safe. I want it to be nice and closed up so I know that it's not going to unravel. Normally I like to do this about 4 or 5 times just so I know it's going to be nice and snug. I'm going to snip my yarn. I usually leave a little bit of a tail there. It doesn't matter because you're not going to see it. Turn your hat right side out and you can just shape it up a little bit here. And there's your hat. You can add a pom to the top like this one. I put a faux fur pom-pom. I do have a tutorial on how to make these yourself on my channel. I'll have it linked down below. You could also add a yarn pom-pom to the top if you want. Or you can just leave it plain like this. This makes a great men's hat as well. Like I said, you can easily change up the sizing on these hats because you don't have to do any math or anything. Pretty straightforward. So if you guys enjoyed this tutorial or you have any questions, leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye! I wanted to throw this in there. I was just editing this video and I forgot to mention, if you want to find the written pattern for this tutorial, just check my blog. I'll have it listed below along with my Instagram and my Etsy shop. So just check the description box for everything you'll want to know. Like I said, I'll have the written pattern written on my blog. And thanks for watching again, guys. Bye!